And there's Big John. He's good to go here tonight. His 15th start. We all know it's been a tough year for John. I like his velocity. It's been back. You see the left-handers. He's been eaten up. No card, but
Bourne drives one toward the gap in left center field, and that one will roll to the wall. Bourne can fly. He hits second, takes a turn, and holds on there with a leadoff double. Bourne runs, throw to third by Santos, right on target, and he got him. Omir Santos throws out the League's leading base stealer. Bourne thrown out for the 12th time. And now Tejada lines a base hit into center field. That extends his hitting streak to 19 games. And he swings and misses at the fastball, and Maine has his first strikeout of the night. 2 away.
Enjoy myself. I struck out 215 times.
Lee makes contact, and the slow roller handled by Anderson Hernandez, and Maine gets through the opening inning.
The new ace of the staff, left-hander Wandy Rodriguez, born in Santiago Rodriguez, Dominican Republic. Look at the strikeouts, the innings pitched. My word, leave a little inside out on you.
Little tapper, tough play for Jeff Blum. He bare hands and puts it in his pocket. An infield hit for Angel Pagan to start the bottom of the first. Pagan runs, the throw by Quintero, and Pagan is safe. So there it is, only the second stolen base against Wandy Rodriguez this year. Quintero to the right side, so Castillo advances the runner. Matsui throws out Castillo for the first out as Pagan takes third. 2-1 to right. And he drives this one to the gap in right center field. That'll get the run in. Bounces up over the wall for a ground rule double. Scoring Pagan with the first run of the game. David Wright with his 39th double and his 71st run batted in to give the Mets a 1-0 lead.
Well, curveball and hung. And David stayed back nicely. Hit it right where it was pitched.
Tron riding a 6-game hitting streak, and Carlos drives one to left, chasing Lee back a couple of steps. And that's the second out as Wright retreats to second. Frankeur gets under one to right field, and Pence is settling under it. That retires the side. Blum lifts one to left field, and Pagan steadies and grabs it one away.
Baseball, and one that doesn't do it.
Hunter Pence down swinging, and John Maine has his second strikeout.
The outside pitch is very tough to hit.
Kaz Matsui rips one to right, but Frankeur gets over to grab it.
The reason why the strikeouts don't win as much.
Wandy Rodriguez throws out Fernando Tatis for the first out. 2. Santos drives one toward the gap in left center, and that rolls to the wall. And Omir Santos pulls in with a 1-out double. Glove man either.
Dr. Strange glove.
Oh yeah, he won on his license plate. 83, I should say.
And Maine strikes out on 3 pitches. Wandy Rodriguez has his first strikeout of the night. A double and 1 left. 2 in the books at Citi Field. Number. But I think teams are being a lot more cautious in that range as Maine strikes out Quintero. Wandy Rodriguez lifts one to center. Carlos Beltran right there waiting for it. 2 out. Down salaries was to make every player a free agent every year.
Right.
You know, he would have been right.
And Marvin, that's what Marvin Miller wanted.
Yeah, that's true.
Drive to left, and Lee is there.
The wear and tear.
Jeff Blum handles the grounder and throws out Castillo 2 away.
You know, it's just
say on paper looks fair, not good.
Lines this one to the left, and David's 2 for 2 on the night.
But his average was about to go under 300.
Ralph, that's a golf swing, Ralph.
Oh, well, you got to be in the upswing position to hit the ball when it's low.
Beltran flies out to Carlos Lee to end the inning.
Just offhand, that would be it.
People forget about Vern Stevens as Hernandez throws out to Tejada because we always think of Ernie Banks as
shortstop.
Berkman swinging 3-0, and he rips a base hit to right. So after Maine had retired 9 in a row, Berkman has a 1-out single in the 4th. Carlos Lee hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Grounds one. Wright can't make the diving stop. It trickles down the line. Berkman on his way to third as Pagan fields it. Into second base with a double goes Carlos Lee. And he grounds one down to first. Tatis will settle for the out at first as a run comes in to tie the game. Berkman scores on the ground out by Blum, his 49th run batted in, and it's a 1-1 game.
Foot down first.
Slowly hit. Right has to charge. Makes the bare hand play and throws him out. Not an easy play for David Wright. That keeps a run from scoring and keeps it tied. Astros get a run. And Wright makes sure they don't get more. Nice barehanded play in a 1-1 game.
And you know, he said, look, obviously health, we've got to get our horses healthy. As Frankeur punches one in the left center, he's got himself a base hit. Leadoff single for the Mets here.
Tatis rips a base into the center field. So back-to-back base hits for Frankeur and Tatis to start the home fourth inning. And we can't expect more as Santos lifts one to left field and Lee is there. Or do you say to yourself, well,
he has a bad year that he bounces. He will have a bounce back year. He could come back, particularly if he had an injury prone season.
As Matsui with the beautiful turn in the middle of a 5-4-3 double play. That ends the Mets' fourth inning. Acrobatic turn by Matsui. 1-1 ball game. Out to Frankeur and Wright his first time up, and he drops down a beautiful bunt. Main off the mound has no play, and Matsui with a bunt single.
And when you bunt the ball, you don't want it in the air.
Main deflects it to Castillo, who gets the out at first, and he let it alone. It probably would have been a double play. Francisco Liriano pitching for Minnesota against Lenny DiNardo. Rodriguez drops down a bunt. I don't understand that play at all.
Why would you do that?
And Bourne goes down swinging to end the inning. 4 strikeouts for John Maine. And the curveball strikes out Maine.
The stronger your arms and wrists and hands get.
Strike 3 called, and Pagan is down.
I have no idea. I don't think it was 800, but at least 600 times.
Hunter Pence with a leaping grab to take an extra base hit away from Castillo and end the inning. Nice retreating play by Pence. After 5, it's a 1-1 game.
It's not so small anymore, but they got some players.
Anderson Hernandez gets in front of it and throws out Tejada as the tag is made by Tatis for the first out.
And he's one of the candidates for the Cy Young Award.
Swing and a miss, and Berkman is down for the second time.
The pitchers more than the hitters. The distance won't be that different. David right in the last pitch going to have a high fastball. Another base hit for David now against the left-hand pitcher.
Got it off the curveball on 3-2, and David's 3 for 3 on the night.
Look at the walks.
Beltran to center field, and it stays up for Bourne for the first out. Runner goes, and the ball bobbled by Quintero, and Wright has a stolen base.
And Wright had that base stolen before the ball was dropped. He got a big jump on this one.
120. 1-1 to Frankeur, and the curveball ripped to left. Back goes Lee, back near the wall, and it's out of here. A 2-run homer for Jeff Frankeur, and the Mets take the lead 3-1. Number 15 for Frankeur, his 10th as a Met. And it's 3-1 New York.
He has just been fantastic. That is a line shot on that curve. A nice catch. Oh, he dropped it.
He has a great arm. He has tools. And he's got to find out how to put them in on a consistent basis. When the pitchers warm up every day and warm up for the game. And look at the pitches that are thrown.
Fisted to the right side. Matsui ranging wide. Berkman gets back to the bag, and the side retired. But the Mets grab the lead. And a swing and a miss. And Maine has his 7th strikeout.
It's a compliment.
Popped up. Castillo retreating. Frankeur will call him off. And there are 2 out. Well, I think in the National League it's going to come down to the 2 Cardinals, Wainwright and Carpenter. Matsui thrown out by Hernandez. Another good inning for John Maine. Evans to center field and deep. Back goes Bourne, racing back. Can't get to it. Evans to second. He's going to take the turn and head for third. Nick Evans in with a stand-up triple. The Mets' 47th triple of the year, tying a club record. 2-2 in there for a call strike 3. So Pagan down looking for the first out of the inning. Mike Scott, the list goes on and on. I can't think of a lot of Johnson. And Castillo down swinging. So after the leadoff triple, Burdack has back-to-back strikeouts and a chance to get through the inning. 1-2 to right, and he goes down swinging at the sinker. So Gervasio comes on to strike out right, and after the leadoff trouble by Nick Evans, the Mets do not score. Maybe he could get to 90. And Erstad lines a base hit to left center. Pagan cuts it off very nicely and holds Erstad to a single. That's a terrific play by Pagan to keep Erstad out of scoring position. 3-1. Erstad runs 3-2, and Keppinger puts it in play. Castillo with the flip in time for the force and the double play. Castillo had to be quick, and he was, with Erstad running. Nonetheless, starts the 4-6-3 double play. 2 out.
When Anderson Hernandez opted to get the force out, but this ball was hit much harder.
Well, why didn't Erstad slide?
Oh, wow. I didn't know.
1-2. He struck him out. 98-mile-an-hour fastball against Michael Bourne. Beltran hits one out to left center field. Back goes Lee onto the track. Runs it down. El Caballo gets on his horse. You've got a great sense of that, I must say, as Frankeur bangs one up the middle for his 3rd hit of the day. So a 1-out base runner for the Mets in the home 8th.
In jeopardy of ending the season at 14-12. Hit and run.
And a perfectly executed one with Matsui covering. Tatis bangs it into right field, and the Mets have 1st and 3rd and 1 out.
Stop winning.
Line to second, past Matsui and into right center field. Frankeur scores. Tatis to 3rd. Santos hitting one that ate up Matsui, and it's 4-1 New York.
But up hop on him, a bullet.
3-2, and Hernandez lifts one to left. Carlos Lee right there waiting for it. Tagging at 3rd is Tatis coming home. Here comes the throw by Lee. It's offline, and that brings home an extra run. Good at bat for Anderson Hernandez. The sacrifice fly gives the Mets a 5-1 lead. Again, the 3-2, and Murphy hits one to deep right field. Back goes Pence, going back near the track, looking up, and it's off the Pepsi porch for a home run. Daniel Murphy, who introduced us to the home run off the Pepsi porch, hits his 12th home run of the year. A 2-run shot. It comes as a pinch hitter, and the Mets have broken it open and lead 7-1.
Well, nicely done, Murph. The one thing Murph has is a very short stroke. And that's why I think he will hit. It's been a tough midseason for him. Oh, nicely done, Daniel. Too much played, middle end. He's learned to pull a little more. And
as Pagan breaks his bat and has a base hit, so the Mets keep on hitting. That's 5 hits in this 8th inning. Castillo to center field. And Michael Bourne puts it away. The inning is over, but the Mets send 8 men to the plate and score 4 times. The run on 5 hits, and he stands to get his 7th win of the year. To the right side for Tatis. Green covers, 1 out of the 9th.
But there's a 4-3 in your scorecard.
And easy 2 outs for Sean Green. Going to be interesting to watch the last 2 days. Right back to Green. And the ball game is over. A 1-2-3 inning for Sean Green to finish it off. And the Mets begin the final weekend of the season with a victory as they beat the Astros 7-1. John Main's 6th consecutive victory in his last 6 starts at Citi Field. Jeff Frankeur with 3 hits, including a 2-run homer. David Wright, 3 hits, including an RBI double. Daniel Murphy, the pinch hit 2-run homer. A very pleasant night for the Mets.